Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to another Chase on Two Wheels video. I am Chase on Two Wheels. The guy walking behind me is Brian, and the motorcycle here is my 2019 Yamaha MT10. You guys have not shut up about Chase. Why, in God's name, do you still have the freaking stock exhaust on such a monster of a motorcycle? I have no argument. But our friends over at, conveniently, I did this for you, Nate, Motivation, dun 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 dun, they were nice enough to say, Chase, you can't ride an MT10 with a stock exhaust. It is almost illegal for motorcyclists. So we have an SC Project exhaust, we have an Aero mid-pipe, and today, as I promised you guys, we are going to be installing it. Of course, when I say we, I mean Brian, and I'm gonna film it. And you know what, look, I know this is an exhaust video, so look, let's go ahead. Here's what it sounds like now. I'll show you what it sounds like afterwards, and then that way, you can click off the video, because I know a lot of you guys will. But you guys that want to see the install of it, stay tuned. So, here's the exhaust differences between a stock exhaust and a SC Project on an MT10 from the great year of 2019. Alright, now that we got that out of the way, we can get to this installation process. So, Brian, you ready to unbox an exhaust? Ho! I've had to, you guys have no clue how much work I have personally done to make sure that Brian does not install this until now. It has taken a lot. So, nobody's more ready.
You dislocated my finger trying to stop me.
Yes. Let's be real. If I tried to stop Brian, he would not be the one with the dislocated finger.
It wouldn't be your finger, it'd be dislocated.
If you guys haven't seen the Brian technical video where we installed an SC Project.
Wait, what's all that?
We got goodies in here.
What? We got more shirts? Nate didn't say we got all that. Yay. Nate's my friend. How many shirts did he send?
They're SC Project shirts.
Oh.
1, 2, 3,
no,
4.
dude, these are the same type shirts that I have on. They are comfortable as shit.
Thank you, Nate. We love you long time. All right. Goodbye, SC Project. Thank you. Oh, it's so tiny. Oh, what's it look like?
I like when they're this small.
I know. I want to see it because the R1 looked glorious, and I expect this one to look just as glorious. Don't you fucking tease. You are an asshole. Are you kidding me with this?
All right, here it comes. You ready?
I appreciate the drum roll, but goodness. A man needs a change. Give him the change he needs. So hilarious.
I couldn't help myself.
Are you serious? What does this thing look like? Come on. The MT10 needs it. Oh, it's so short and cute. Oh wait, is this the baffle that you took out of John's? That little silver piece in the middle?
This is the DB killer, yeah.
So if we take that out, it'll have the bigger hole.
That's what she said.
Uh-oh. What?
You can't get it out.
Now that's what she said.
You're fucking terrible. Keep editing. Jesus.
I'm doing both.
There's the pin.
Yeah.
That holds this sleeve in place, and then the whole sleeve would come out, and then it would just be this big. Right? So
I like the look of the bigger, but yeah,
you would have to get into right here. Typically, they drill a hole here and then put a little plug in it so you can get to that piece of hardware. There is a way to get it off.
What's that?
You just grind that thingy off.
Yeah, but like honestly,
but then it would never ever go back in again.
Right, and think about it. I'm riding this thing to work in the mornings. The last thing I want.
You might want it because you know what you were saying earlier the other day about the SC projects is it really wasn't that loud. Even the full open.
Hey, if you don't know what Brian's talking about, you need to check out this video because I ride an R1 with an SC Project exhaust. Let's install it with this. We'll see what's up, and if we need a future project to remove it, we know the route to take.
I really hope these two parts go together as nicely as they should.
Nate said they will, and I trust him.
Okay, I'm going to show you why I'm saying this.
Before we get to the arrow mid-pipe?
Yep, because pulling the arrow out of the box will let us know whether this will be easy or difficult. We're good.
We are good.
We're good.
Aha! Successful news. Oh, that's a pretty cool little clamp.
This slides on and off. So that will
Oh,
go
okay.
on our new pipe.
So that's going to meet up with the other one.
We'll reuse that gasket, and we'll reuse this clamp.
I just wanted to go for the record, Nate. I trusted you the entire time, so thank you. I want to take this opportunity to say thank you to our friends over at Motivation. If you guys are looking for parts for your motorcycles, we'll have a link down below. It'll take you to their website, and you can buy all types of fancy parts. Kind of like this beautiful SC Project exhaust that we're going to be installing today. Thanks, Motivation. Oh, also, and they did not pay us to make this video. This is a legal thing that I have to say. They just sent us the exhaust pieces so we can install them. We are not being paid at all. Okay, legal stuff over. Let's get to installation. Okay, that is what the parts looks like. Got our Aero mid-pipe and SC Project exhaust. Brian is going to get to installing this stuff.
Like an attack dog right now on the end of a fucking rope lead, and he's just waiting.
Brian is ready to get this going. Okay, so let's remove. Oh, your thumb or your pinky
I'm
thingy?
not taking my pinky off.
Don't take your pinky off. Leave that. Okay, so while Brian reattaches his pinky, let's get a stock exhaust removed. There's no like fancy O2 stuff we gotta do first. It's just
You
like.
gotta pull the O2 sensors first.
Oh, I was right. Only because of the R1 video.
Random question. Will the bike start without the O2 sensor plugged up?
All the exhaust will come. Yeah, but it'll be a check engine light. O2 sensors are undone. Now we can start taking off the mating hardware and then the mounting hardware. So we'll start here. There are two clamps, one on either side. Cables are off. Now we can take off the actual mounting hardware itself.
Nate sent us the R1 SE Project exhaust that we installed on John's bike in the first episode of BTV videos. I'll have a link down below. We thought we could maybe install that on an MT10 and thought it would be a cool video to try. Turns out it's not available to be done. This is why we have a MT10 specific SE Project, and that is the main reason right there, the connector.
Not only that, but the mounting bracket, we couldn't just bolt it onto here. It wasn't designed to go onto here. So we couldn't mount the hanger for the muffler itself at all.
Right.
Okay, so I took off the bolt for the muffler. This is the first of two bolts that suspend the catalytic converter.
The size difference. Dude, my bike's going to be lighter. Like,
This is
way
what's
lighter.
coming off, and this is what's going on.
Oh my god. Dude, look at the size difference. Uh-oh. Attention, what? Is your car warranty out of date?
So I just want to see where they want the never sees.
Never sees. Oh, is that this?
Yeah.
Oh, it goes on the O2 sensor.
You don't want it at the end. You don't want to get anything you don't have to on the end of it, but you just want to put it on the threads because it gets so hot.
Oh, right. That thing gets hot as balls.
Nothing gets much hotter than the O2 sensor except for maybe the catalytic converter. O2 sensors are in. Before we slide this in, we want to set the clamps on.
Oh, I didn't even notice the gasket that you were talking about earlier. I thought the gasket and the
This fitting.
little fitting was one
So
piece.
this little fitting will slide over our mid pipe.
Right.
and it will capture this gasket for the muffler to slide onto, and then everything gets clamped together nice and tight with this.
Little fancy boy. Not gonna lie, I kind of wish this was carbon. The R1 gets a carbon hanger. It's not fair. I'm over here fighting for the MT10s of the world. You know what, Bo? Oh my god. So this is where it currently is and how it looked. This is where it's gonna be. Were we supposed to use the long one? Because that seemed ridiculous.
So we have two different kits.
So just the group of what we had came
So
real
the
close.
slip-on has the mounting hardware,
Uh-huh.
and the mounting hardware was to go on the factory setup.
I
The
see.
mid-pipe came with different mounting
Oh,
hardware,
the-
so we've mixed the two.
So
this
that
is an
black
arrow
piece,
bracket.
that's why it's not carbon
is
then.
yes.
If the SE Project would have came with this,
Probably.
this would have been carbon.
Probably.
Okay, this is making sense now. SE Project was meant for not to have a mid pipe installed, or the stock mid pipe, and we replaced the mid pipe with the Arrow. Would you ever buy just the mid pipe from Arrow and leave the stock exhaust?
You could, because you'd have the factory look, but all the sound.
So the Arrow mid pipe does a lot of sound difference.
The catalytic converter is a major sound editor.
Oh, so it would be reasonable for somebody to just get a mid pipe.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Muffler's on, clamp is on, heat shield is on, O2 sensors are installed. The clamps are in place here, but not tight. I'm going to route my O2 wires, make sure everything routes correctly and nicely before I tighten these up in case we have to take anything else off. There we go.
O2 sensors done?
O2 sensors are plugged in. Now we just have to tighten these lower clamps.
Yeah, I'm gonna need every inch. You know, you see how crazy I ride. That's a joke, everybody. Don't come for me in the comments. I don't ride. Okay. Do you have an argument to this?
No, there's no argument to be made. There's plenty of evidence.
What kind of evidence you talking about?
Just go visit the Chase on Two Wheels YouTube channel and you'll
Okay, we're done. We're done here. Thank you, Bo. Thank you for your arguments. Brian, are you done? No. We gotta disconnect the cables.
You know, Chase, there are some other parts that we have for this machine as well.
Oh, the carbon?
No.
What other parts do we have for this?
Yeah, I'm going to let you think about that. And I'm going to work on cleaning these pipes off.
Hold on. What other? Wait, am I?
Missing something? Yeah, you are missing something.
Are you talking about the Dynajet? Hey! Oh, wait, this is a perfect opportunity to talk about our friends at Dynajet. I forgot about these friends. They gave us stuff so long ago that, and we told them, hold on, it's a long story. Just to be clear, what Brian is about to do is wipe this mid pipe down, this little guy right here, with, you're just gonna do rubbing alcohol, right?
Yep.
And you're doing that, why?
Because the grease on your hands, or from handling parts on your machine while you were installing your exhaust system, the grease on your hands will literally cook itself into the steel on the pipe.
If you don't wipe it off.
And it'll leave handprints or markings on your pipe that you'll never be able to get off again. They'll be like cooked into the metal.
Yeah, that's gross.
So it's very important for your first startup, your first heat cycle, to make sure the pipes are very clean.
All right, thank you, Brian, for that explanation. So, a couple months ago, got an email from Dynajet. If you guys don't know, Dynajet makes the Power Commander. Power Commander is the ECU flashing computer thing that you piggyback fuel injection module. So, typically, when you get a new exhaust, or at least you get a new full exhaust, because if you just did a slip-on,
The electronic systems of motorcycles, that are up to date are capable of handling the differences from just the slip-on.
So our buddies over at Dynajet said, hey, you guys are rebuilding 3 CBRs. You guys are probably going to need some fuel management solutions. So these dudes, and we're going to talk about these over on Wreck Bike Rebuild, where we're building all 3 of the CBRs. Hey, we're giving them away. Link down below for Wreck Bike Rebuild Garage. You can win yourself a motorcycle for $5. So as you guys can see, we've got Dynajet. These are Power Vision. These are all different ones because they're different motorcycles, but CBR 1000, CBR 300, CBR 600. And while I was having the conversation of, hey, we're doing all these builds on the CBR, I was like, hey, I got an exhaust for the MT10, so I got them to throw in an old Power Vision 3 for a 2016 to 2019 Yamaha FZ10. So this is an integral part of the exhaust. Please, I just want you guys to appreciate what I'm appreciating. Here, let's have, so you can see. All right, Brian, so we have this.
We'll get to this in a minute.
Oh, we got more stickers. Yay.
So
Okay.
I've now finished wiping the pipe down. Why don't we lower this thing down? We'll pop the seat off so I can remove the servo cables.
Okay.
And then we could give it its first fire for the exhaust note.
Okay.
And then we can move on to that.
Cool. Now we get to hear it. Yay! All right, Brian, send it. This is it. Whoa! Man.
Good morning, neighbors!
Heather is going to hate.
I have to coast to the front of my neighborhood.
Bro, if I was you, I'd pull in back. DB killer's still in it too.
Yeah, that DB killer's fucking staying in that bitch. It ain't going nowhere.
You have to grind it out.
Okay, we're good though. This is.
That's loud enough.
Yeah.
That's loud enough.
Oh my god.
Okay, so now we need to figure out how this whole Power Commander 3, Power Vision 3 thing works.
Alrighty, my dudes. It is the next day, and today is the day we're going to go for a ride for this, because the weather is good today. Also, look at the shop. We have a sign and a sign. Good stuff. Alright, boys. It's time to go see what an SC Project will do. God almighty, son, Jesus. If you guys are wondering, there is a check engine light. That is because of the mapping we put on the bike. We need a new map and we need O2 block-off sensor plates or something like that. So that's why that's there. Wow, that sounds so much better. Oh my gosh. Here we go. Oh, that front wheel is light as hell. Here we go. Oh, boy! All right, we are here. That is very exciting. Holy crap. All right, guys, so I'm gonna end it there. That was getting a SC Project exhaust installed on a 2019 Yamaha MT10. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and if you didn't, I'm sorry. If you did, do us a favor and show that like button some love. Do it until it turns blue, and then we're all good. Thank you guys so much for watching and riding around with us today. I'm Chaseontwowheels, and we will see you guys on the next one. Outro crew, what we learned today is if you own an MT10, do not get an exhaust. It is a necessity.